Mr. Arvind Kumar, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the appellant, submitted that the High Court committed a serious error in appreciating the evidence of the alleged eyewitnesses and undue importance to the recovery of the weapon of offense within bracket knife has been given. It was urged that the High Court has failed to take cognizance of the fact that no motive has been attributed to the appellant for commission of the offense. Therefore, the appellant could not have been found guilty of the charge levelled against him. Learned counsel next submitted that non-examination of PWs 1 and 2, who allegedly lodged the first information report of the crime in the police station, is fatal to the prosecution case, and both the witnesses were intentionally withheld by the prosecution with a view to conceal the true facts of the case. Thus, according to the learned counsel, the prosecution has failed to establish the charge of murder against the appellant beyond reasonable doubt. Per contra, Mr. Sushil Kumar, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the state, supported the judgments of the courts below. Mr. Kumar submitted that the evidence of the eyewitnesses, supported by the ocular and documentary evidence, has been rightly examined and appreciated by the trial court as well as by the High Court. He submitted that no adverse inference can be drawn against the prosecution for non-examination of the informant and other witness because the prosecution has fully established the charge against the appellant beyond reasonable doubt by leading reliable and convincing evidence. Learned counsel further submitted that in the presence of direct evidence, motive recedes to the background, and therefore it is not necessary for the prosecution to prove the motive of the appellant to commit the murder of the deceased. We are unable to accept the contention of the learned counsel for the appellant that the conduct of the eyewitnesses is unnatural, as they had not disclosed the genesis of the incident to the members of the family of the deceased on the same day, or they had not immediately reported the matter to the police. On scrutiny of the evidence of the eyewitnesses, we have no hesitation to hold that PWs 1 and 2 are natural and truthful witnesses. Their evidence is cogent, reliable, and convincing, and there is no good reason to disbelieve and discard their consistent and truthful version. It is well settled that every person who witnesses a murder reacts in his own way. There is no set rule of natural reaction. To discard the evidence of a witness on the ground that he did not react in any particular manner is to appreciate the evidence in a wholly unrealistic and unimaginative way. Therefore, the High Court has rightly reappreciated the evidence of the eyewitnesses, and we find no fault in the reasoning recorded by it. The evidence of the eyewitnesses finds corroboration from the medical evidence.